Russia's new secret jet fighter to take over the West. The Sukhoi's new fighter jet, a twin-engine stealth multi-purpose aircraft, is Russia's first fifth-generation fighter jet. It's supposed to be a competitor of America's fifth-generation F-22, F-35, and China's J-20 of the same category. The aircraft is none other than the Su-57. In this video, we'll discuss how Russia is testing its new fighter jet to take over the air superiority in the West. The recent invasion of Ukraine by Russia began around the end of February 2022 and was complemented by a large number of aircraft belonging to the Russian Air Force. Russian aircraft like Su-30SM, Su-35 fighters, and Su-34 strike aircraft and Su-25 close air support jets gathered in the airspace of Belarus and the western part of Russia, and they started carrying out airstrikes in the territory of Ukraine. But the biggest surprise was that the much-awaited Russian fifth-generation jet Sukhoi Su-57 did not make any appearance in the conflict. In the year 1998, when Russia started production of an aircraft with the Russian language initials of PAK-FA, which literally translates to Future Air System of Tactical Aviation in English, the Russian firm Sukhoi Design Bureau and its T-50 fighter design were victorious against a competing design from the renowned Mikoyan Gurevich Design Bureau, and work on the first aircraft of this series began in 2004. 2010 was the year that the airplane made its maiden flight. The Western world was taken completely by surprise when they saw the T-50 fighter. The Sukhoi Su-27, which was designed to provide the Soviet Union with air superiority, was progressively developed into the Su-30SM and Su-35 multi-role fighters, as well as the Su-34 two-seater strike fighter, while the initial Su-27s were upgraded. The T-50 eventually transformed into the Su-57 over time. In spite of the fact that it does not have an official Russian nickname, the NATO reporting name for it is Felon. The Su-57 is designed to have all of the capabilities of fifth-generation fighters, including radar-evading stealth, the capability to cruise at supersonic speed without the use of fuel-guzzling afterburners, cutting-edge avionics, and a highly effective multi-mode radar system. The aircraft is produced in the Komsomolsk-on-Amur aircraft plant, which is owned and operated by Sukhoi and is located in the east of Russia. When compared to prior planes, the airframe of the Su-57 is more angular and has a flatter profile. Also, it has blended wing and body layout, which provides it with built-in stealth. At first, the airplane was outfitted with a pair of Saturn or Rybinsk AL-31F1 afterburning turbofan engines. Each of these engines had a thrust rating of 19,842 pounds. In 2017, an Su-57 made its test flight powered by the aircraft's main engine, the brand new and improved Izdalai 30, also known as Product 30, which produces 24,250 pounds of thrust. The armament of the Su-57 may be stored in 4 internal weapons bays, just like the F-22 Raptor does. These bays are divided into 2 big main bays and 2 smaller bays. The Su-57 was built to fight enemies both in the air and on the ground while maintaining its stealth capabilities. Large air-to-air missiles, such as the radar-guided medium-range K-77M air-to-air missiles, can be stored in the main bays, which have the capacity to carry such weapons. Also, they are able to carry anti-ship missiles, electro-optical guided bombs, and anti-radiation missiles, which are used to target ground-based radar systems. If maintaining stealth is not a priority, the aircraft has the capability of carrying armaments externally on its wings and fuselage. The Vimpel R-73, also known as Axe-Head in NATO terminology, is a long-range hypersonic air-to-air missile that will most likely be carried by the Su-57. Its primary mission is to bring down heavy enemy support aircraft. An R-73-equipped Su-57 would attempt to penetrate the defenses of the United States and NATO by flying under the radar of early warning planes and combat air patrols before launching a direct assault on the tankers or early warning planes. An enemy would be forced to switch on their fighter radars in order to compensate for the loss of their early warning aircraft, which would make them more immediately identifiable. If an enemy tanker were to be destroyed, it would reduce the time and distance that enemy aircraft are able to fly, forcing them to fly closer to their bases. There are perhaps a dozen Su-57s in existence, most of which are prototypes or initial production models. In 2018 and 2019, the aircraft were dispatched to Syria with the purpose of conducting tests and real-world missions, despite reports that the tests did not include any genuine combat flights. In the year 2019, the first production aircraft crashed, which will postpone the arrival of the jet into service with the Russian Air Force. The Russians haven't been able to manufacture too many of the Su-57s due to many reasons. Since the introduction of the Su-2 light bomber in 1937, Sukhoi has gained more than half a century of expertise in the production of military aircraft for the Soviet Union and Russia. As a result of Russia's long break from the creation of fighter aircraft, the country's effort to create the Su-57 were continually hampered by a lack of financial resources and problems with the aircraft's technology. Despite Russia's intended objective to have 60 Su-57s operational by the year 2020, the aircraft has not yet been deployed to the Russian forces, despite the fact that it has been in development since the year 2002. And this is because of a wide range of issues that have arisen throughout development. The second-generation engine planned for the jet has been one of the most difficult obstacles to overcome. The second-generation engine is not yet installed in any of the Su-57 prototypes that are now in production. The Russian Air Force is expected to receive 76 Su-57 fighters by the late 2020s. However, those jets will not have the second-generation engine that was originally planned for them. However, the modern engine is not the only obstacle. There have been setbacks in the development of key aspects of the fifth-generation fighter aircraft, including low observable stealth technology, improved avionics, and sensor capabilities. All three of these aspects are essential for a fifth-generation fighter jet. These problems have caused the supply delays to extend even more. In the meantime, Russia's intention to acquire these aircraft drastically decreased, going from hundreds to just 76 in all. According to the 2022 edition of Flight International's World Air Forces, the Russian Aerospace Forces only have one Su-57 in active service. There's a good chance that the recent sanctions on Russia for its attack on Ukraine will have a catastrophic effect on the country's economy. With that taken into account, it's unknown whether or not Russia will still be able to afford all 76 jets. If they're not able to afford them, the Su-57 has the possibility to become one of the very first aircraft to be shut down by its own country, becoming a casualty of Russia's own aggressive behavior. By all means, the Su-57 is a respectable fighter aircraft of the fifth generation that has all the capabilities to compete with opponents' fifth-generation aircraft like America's F-22 or F-35 and China's J-20 and give them a tough time. Do you think that despite the economic sanctions, Russia will be able to complete the Su-57 project by the late 2020s as promised? If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel for everyday military updates. Don't forget to leave a comment in the section below. Thanks for watching.